Good evening, class. Online class is daily working. Okay. So we will be doing polity and governance ka current affairs. These are the topics. Why ADR is crucial for India. We will be seeing about AI in education. We will also be seeing pharmaceutical oversights and Manipur data masking, that is of your National Crime Reports Bureau. And we will also be seeing our women deciding assembly elections. Alright, so these are the topics we'll be discussing. The first topic is why ADR is crucial for Indian court. See, ADR stands for alternate dispute redressal. Now listen to this. First, to understand what is happening. As of now, in a gist way, I'm going to tell you, listen to it. As of now, the courts are very severely burdened. Okay, this means your both Supreme Court, High Courts, the courts are so severely burdened that they are no longer able to deal with the new cases, which means there are certain High Courts where more than 10 years of cases are still pending without seeing a day in the light. But I'm telling without seeing a day in the light, 10-year back cases have still not even yet come to the table itself. That much of pending cases are there. The judges are burdened, judiciary system is burdened. People who should be getting quick access or speedy access to justice according to your DPSP Article 39 and Article 39A, we should be providing them free access to justice who are coming from a lower income background or vulnerable sections. Yes, we are trying to do that, but if it is pending for 10 years, then where is the justice? Yes or no? There is a common phrase that your judiciary believes. Justice delayed is justice denied. Understanding? So, the more we are denying, the more we are delaying. It can work both ways. The more we delay, the more we deny. So, Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal has highlighted that one of the ways we can try to reduce this burden on judiciary is to go ahead with our Panch Parmeshwar doctrine. That is nothing but go through the routes of alternate dispute redressal. That is, use ADR mechanisms. This will reduce the backlog of cases, meaning fresh cases before they get on added, your judiciary will be able to solve the cases. What is this ADR? We will be seeing. We'll move ahead. Now, just to get an idea as to how much the burden of courts are, as of now 4.5 crore cases are pending. In Supreme Court it is 81,768 cases. In High Court it is 62.9 lakh cases. In your High Court, more than 33% of the positions are completely vacant for the judges, and 21% of district court judges ka vacancies are there, and per judge is handling 4,000 cases. Now, in other countries, if you see, ideally compared on average, each judge should be able to handle around 750 cases. Per year, people who are supposed to be handling 750 cases, judges are handling 4,000 cases and still they are not able to reduce the backlog. So, judiciary is overworking and yet it is not able to solve this backlog issues. According to our constitution, Article 39A speaks about, that is a DPSP, that we have to provide free legal aid. Understanding? Write this down. Article 39A is a DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy, which speaks about providing free legal aid and also encouraging pre-litigation resolution. Write these two down, I'll tell you what it is. Okay. See, listen to this. The law minister spoke about Panch Parmeshwar principle. I just used that word, I didn't tell what it is. Basically, it means that they will encourage if a conflict arises. Okay? If a conflict arises between two parties and they will come to court. Usually that's how it will happen. But here, according to either Panch Parmeshwar principle or the 39A also, we are discussing about pre-litigation resources. Pre-litigation, previous to litigation. Litigation means directly you will go approach courts. That we both have a fight, resolve this. The courts and your law minister, when we said about Panch Parmeshwar principle is, if you come to courts, it is going to cost you a lot of money. It is going to cost you a lot of time. It is going to cost you a lot of resources. Instead, how about we create something like a ADR mechanism, alternate dispute resolution mechanism. Meaning, let's assume, why are two bodies coming to court? Because they have some dispute and they want someone else to solve the dispute. Yes? They are telling, if you come to court, court is burdened, it is going to cost you too much money, and for even simple small things it will drag for 10 years, all the 10 years come, money of yours will get wasted. Instead of this, the same two bodies, to resolve this dispute, go to things such as your Lok Adalat, which means in here there will be a person. He is called arbitrator. He is not related to you, he is not related to you, he is not related to any of you. He is just a neutral person who will listen to both sides of your complaints and he will give you one opinion. Okay, that will be beneficial for both of you. Okay, in simpler words, what this guy is doing means he is trying to mediate. He is trying to mediate between you both. Understanding? And he will only give out the verdict which will be better for both of you. So this should not be considered like court. This is not like court. Something outside of court it is. Okay? So whatever decision he gives out, that will be binding on these two people. When we tell binding, mandatorily it will be applicable on those. Understanding? And they can't take this appeal. Let's say this person will tell, both of you give 500 to each other, we will resolve this dispute. Both of you fought with each other. Now this person cannot take this issue and go to court and tell, I will appeal. This is not a court. So when it is not a court, you can't go to a court against a non-court decision. If you want freshly again, you can start filing a case. But whatever decision once given by this arbitration, it is final. Understanding? Understanding, yes or no? So, this kind of things for any compoundable cases, my compoundable cases means any minor offense cases, when both of you can settle the dispute by coming to an agreement, for these cases you don't have to come to court and waste so much of your money, time. Understanding? So we are trying to promote more of these kind of things in our country. That is what the law minister is also telling, that is what the judiciary is also telling. Understanding? Next, in our criminal procedure code also, we speak about if at all a case has come to the court itself. In the court also, the court will try to ask both parties. The matter appears too simple. Will you just settle it outside the court? Outside the court means it's not like you on your own can settle. I will create an arbitrator. He will settle the dispute for you. Understanding? And one more thing is, any cases that go for your arbitration, lok adalats, within 180 days it will be solved. In courts means even 10 years, 15 years, it will keep going. But in this 180 days it will be completed. So the courts will tell the dispute people, those who are there in front of court itself, will you go for this condition? That is what your criminal procedure code also tells. Suggest the people for your arbitration, mediation, counseling, lok adalats. So if you see, government passed just to do this arbitration in large number, they passed this act, Arbitration and Conciliation Act, according to which an Indian Arbitration Council was established, which means that in between arbitrator, I told you, no, this person will be trained as to how to listen to both parties, how he should give a neutral opinion, understanding? So this kind of things will be taught, and whatever, let's say the result they give, it is binding on both the parties, okay? And one of the main thing is, let's assume these two parties did not like this result or the opinion whatever he gave. After attending 2 sessions with him, they can tell, no, we don't like it, we will go for judicial proper court cases only. That option is also there, okay? Lok Adalat, again this was set up by your Legal Services Authorities Act of 1987. In which we have 3 types of Lok Adalat: Permanent Lok Adalat, National Lok Adalat, E-Lok Adalat. E-Lok Adalat means trying to provide digital service of Lok Adalat, nothing but your arbitration. Lok Adalat itself means I am going to be arbitrator between the disputes. Understanding? Whatever award given by the Lok Adalat, it is binding. Okay? And in any civil and compoundable cases, this Lok Adalat pay you can only go for if it is any civil cases, which means, let's take it this way, the rent owner always was not maintaining the building properly. So I did not pay him maintenance. Now both are angry. Now for this, if they go to court and that will drag for 10 years, it is just waste of that, because the issue about maintenance money is 2000 rupees. For 2000 rupees, it will be like they will end up spending 2 lakh rupees if they go to the proper procedure. So instead, if they go to this arbitrator, that is your Lok Adalat, they will listen to both of them and tell, okay, the rent owner, there is mistake on you also, your tenant, you also have a mistake. So you do one thing, the owner should clean the building and you give him half the maintenance money. This is easy, simple, settled. So that is what the kind of cases should be very small, simple, or which involves very minor issues. It should not be like, I will commit one murder and I'll go settle outside the court. For those cases are called as serious offences, are called as non-compoundable cases. Okay? Serious offences pe your ADR will not work. That only your judiciary will only look after. In compoundable cases means minor offences. Minor offences pe they can just come into a solution together. Non-compoundable cases only judiciary will take up. Okay, non-compoundable cases means serious offence. So in this particular topic, let's see a possible questions. I'll read out the statements. You tell me whether it is correct or wrong based on what we saw only. This is Article 39A of the Constitution provides the basis for free legal aid and supports pre-litigation. Correct or wrong? Okay. Section 89 of Civil Procedure Code allows courts to refer certain disputes to arbitration, mediation, conciliation or Lok Adalat. Correct or wrong? Good. Awards passed by Lok Sabha are binding but can be appealed in the High Court. Correct or wrong? False. Why? Very good. It cannot be appealed. Okay. Whatever award is given by Lok Sabha, it is binding and cannot be appealed because it is a non-court. Whatever I and you discuss, how can you take and tell the court that this person gave? He himself is not a judge. Why will they give appeal on that? Next, the Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 1996 prescribes a maximum period of 180 days for completion of arbitration proceeding. Correct or wrong? 180 days. Within 180 days, they will complete it. So, this statement is correct. So, 1, 2 and 4 are the correct statements. Next topic is, how is AI transforming teaching and learning practice in Indian classrooms? Done? AI stands for artificial intelligence. Now look at this. Why this particular topic we are discussing means something that happened in the global medium ka changes. First and foremost, OpenAI, your Chat GPT. You've all heard about Chat GPT, right? It is a US based firm that opened its first office in India. Okay? And also your NVIDIA. This is also a US company that came for a partnership with Reliance. Understanding? So, both these alongside your companies such as your Google, Microsoft and all have started investing in AI. In which fields? Manufacturing, marketing, research, etc. Now, they are also feeling that this AI, if we integrate with your education or basic services, it will provide huge amount of benefit. Alongside that, Indian government has launched something called as India AI Mission. Okay, Indian government launched this with the objective of simple thing, create a lot of centers of excellence. Centers of excellence means in this place we will be, think of it in one place, it's like cloud computation. One simple logic I'll give you. Have you heard of this concept of DigiLocker? DigiLocker means you can store all your documents in a digital medium. If for other countries, okay. It's not about developing or developed countries. It is about the number of people in their countries. We are the most populous country in the world. Understanding? India is the most populous country in the world. Now, for all these people, we have 10th standard certificate, 12th standard certificate, your degree certificate, that, this, all these things put together. Let's assume on an average, one person has to store 5 documents means the most populous country, let's just assume at least even half of them are going to use it means how much of cloud computation is needed and how much of your information has to be securely stored, used well, and how to use this, the AI has to be integrated. And also, if any other future applications will come, such as let's say the government will become completely paperless, everything they'll take it from digital sources only. For all of those, these cloud computations and also advancements are needed, means that will happen with India AI Mission and through your centers of excellence. Understanding? That is the logic that your central government also came up with the concept of EAI. Now, if you see what is the current status of trying to bring AI into your education means, first and foremost is tech savvy teachers, which means in India as of now, 70% of teachers are okay with using technology, which means teachers are able to use technology first and foremost. Second issue comes is, yes, okay, now the teachers are able to use the technology. Is there infrastructure there to use for the students? Most of the times there are no class boards itself. Where will the teachers use the technology for them? How will they showcase them interactive models? Right? Now still, even though the teachers are able to use it, they have to physically write it on the boards because there are no smart boards. Or in most cases, there are no boards itself. Or if the school is there, it is in very bad condition. And digital divide is making AI integration difficult. Why? First and foremost, infrastructure difficulties are there. Second thing is, if your AI is started using in the classrooms, then we will go for personalized learning. Each person will be able to interact with the AI, learn in a more interactive manner, and it will also stimulate a content like, what if you were in this scenario, this would happen. So it's more exhaustive, and also you can say a lot of scenarios can be put forward. In otherwise, it will give you real-time feedback, and your performance also can be tracked easily. Now, these are the advantages of using AI in the technology. But what are the possible challenges if you see? First and foremost, your education is supposed to be in a form. Okay, first two things you have to understand is, becoming a literate is one, becoming an educated is separate. Becoming a literate means you just get degree certificates. You pass an exam, you get a certificate. Educated means you learn the true value of using something. Understanding? So, you learn things such as your dialogue, empathy, trust, creativity, and this is more in a socio-economic development. One of the main reasons children are put in a school environment is so that they become prepared to face the world. This the AI cannot teach. It can only give you informations, but it cannot teach the human component. It cannot have emotional empathy. It cannot teach how a student who is to be nurtured is to be taught. Only thing AI will give is, you ask anything, it will give contents of like bundles and bundles of information. There is no human aspect to it. Okay? That is one thing. Too much AI will lead to education system just as by heart something, throw it in that and get something. So it will make you literate. We don't know for sure if it will make you educated. Another thing is, the students have started misusing this artificial intelligence. So recently your CBSE, now for example in each exam there will be a list of do's and don't do's. In the list of do not do's, CBSE has given a strict warning that you should not use chat GPTs. What happened was, students in many exams where they could take online exams, okay, they would next to that open some other tab, ask chat GPT, copy paste that answers. Or if in the examination before assessment ke liye, like homeworks and all, if they tell write an essay, they would go to chat GPT, write the essay, just modify few words and put that back as their works. So this is killing creativity. This is you finding alternatives for hard work. So where exactly are you actually learning about? The whole concept of essay is you learn and look at a topic in multiple angles. But when you are just copy pasting it, chat GPT and putting it here, where exactly are you actually getting educated, or where is your creativity in trying to solve an issue? Okay. So this is leading, your too much AI is leading to loss of human thinking itself. Humans have stopped thinking and they're just relying on this AI more. So one of the things that your government is trying to do is, in the India AI mission, first is create AI compute capacity. These are the three main pillars it is trying to do. The three main pillars are AI compute capacity, wherein infrastructure in schools and universities will be there where they can use the AI, the teachers can use AI. Second thing is, train the teachers and students to use the AI. That is your skills development. And third component is future application development, which means create an interface in which normal students will be able to use AI, which means what? Make all the content available in regional language. If you're able to give a command, it should not be only in English but also in regional languages. Understanding? So it should be India and Indians friendly. That is how they are trying to change your India AI mission. Okay, now we'll look into questions on this. I will read out the statements, you tell me which is correct. India AI mission focuses on center of excellence. AI can compute capacity, skill development and future application development. Correct or wrong? Okay, good. CBSE has issued advisories regarding misuse of AI tools like ChatGPT in examination. Yes or no? Okay, correct. AI can support personalized learning and adaptive assessment for students. Yes or no? Correct only. See, it says AI can do that, right? Next one. All AI based decisions in Lok Adalats are legally binding and non-appealable. Correct or wrong? See, this is one of the beauties of your UPSC exam. First and foremost, Lok Adalat and AI has no link at all. Your Lok Adalat is just there to solve some silly matters. Why will it be bothered about AI? First logic. Second logic is, anything about your Lok Adalat is binding and non-appealable, fine, but why will it speak about AI? I told civil and compoundable cases. The reason I gave this option here is, previous topic we discussed was Lok Adalats only. Usually in prelims exam, they will tend to ask wrong statements but make it look like there is some relations between your previous question and present question. The common logic is, you would have answered previous question, so you will assume there is some link and try to waste your time there. Okay, this has no option at all being here. The correct star 1, 2 and 3 only. Next topic is pharmaceutical oversight, gaps and public health risks. This is regarding the cough syrup case where many children died because of the adulterated cough syrup. Done? So, what happened here is the issue of this cold riff. This is a syrup usually given to children in case if they have cold, cough, understanding. Because of this particular syrup, 20 children, as of now the number is updated to 21 children in Madhya Pradesh died. See, one simple logic, this before seeing it as, okay, it is something cough syrup children took and then they died. The whole point the cough syrup was given to the children was to come against one issue, that is cold and cough. So you are giving medicine to the children to get well, and because of that they are dying, means how much will the parent go through? Not everyone will be economically very strong. Yes or no? There will be many parents who are daily wage laborers who will earn their livelihoods just so that they can meet ends meet. And let's say their children are sick, they will go get them to hospital, get this thing, they will tell if you give this your child will get better, and they will give this in the hope that their child will get better. Will any one of them even anticipate such a thing? Because of this, it created huge anger amongst the public. You were able to prevent children's death and people are dying because of medicines, then how or what is government doing? Where exactly? Now they couldn't show to whom they have to be angry. They don't know whether they have to be angry on their pediatrician. They don't know whether they have to be angry on the government. They don't know whether they have to be angry on the manufacturer itself, because no one is taking control here. Everyone is just raising blames on the others. But at the end of the day, the sufferers are the children whose parents lost. Understanding? So this is very much difficult topic where the entire nation felt very upset. Understanding? This is not like any other regular news that we are seeing. That is, these deaths should not have occurred in the first place. But yet it occurred. So in all these districts, the deaths has taken place. Now if you see why this death happened because of drinking a cough syrup, it is because of, in that particular syrup, more than 45% of the content was diethylene glycol. This is an industrial solvent, which means it is not to be consumed at all. Understanding? If at all someone, the pain of this for the parents is, once accidentally, let's assume you have ingested that, first thing that will happen is kidney failures, severe amount of your bodily malfunctioning, and before you die, your body suffers through a very horrible extent before death, and all that were imposed on children. So when these children died because of this, it was because of neglect. Neglect of some human beings led to the loss of a very young children in a very horrific manner. Now this was not a component in the syrup, but this was added. Added as in, this is a contaminant, that is, it got mixed up. It should not have been in the first place, but it was added. So it was more of a contaminant which came in and added. And who makes this particular thing that we saw, no? Cold Reef. This is made by your Sreesan Pharmaceuticals in Tamil Nadu. Okay. This is not the first time that because of a syrup that people have died. This has happened largely in your Gambia, Uzbekistan. If you see largely the children dying because of medicines, it is seen in your developing countries and least developed countries. The question is, why no one in developed countries will have any contaminants? No, it is not that they will not have contaminants. They have very strict regulations. Each batch is tested before it goes to the children. One of the issue here is, in that batch, whatever was there, wherever it got dispersed, that batch was contaminated. Understanding? And issue was, no one tested that batch. Clear? Now what happened? If you see how the government testing or how your government is supposed to do, government has given clear regulation as to, if at all there is a pharmaceutical drug, this is the procedure you are supposed to follow. What is the procedure? First and foremost, drug safety and regulatory compliance. Here drug means your medicines. Every single drug is supposed to have something called as good manufacturing practice. Good manufacturing practice means you cannot have contaminants next to the products where you are making drugs. Accidentally, if it gets in, this is what will happen. Second thing is, quality standards for pharma units are also mentioned by the government. While you are making a particular drug for any section, then these are the basic things that your drug should be having. It should be for curing and not creating additional problems. Government has also created something called as corrective and preventive action, or CAPA. Okay? According to which, this is there means it will investigate into the root cause of manufacturing issues, like how it happened in the Cold Reef. In case something happens to any particular product, then this organization will see what is the root cause of this issue. It will also make sure future errors are prevented, and constantly quality checks have to be performed. So technically from government side, it is also making everything proper only. And just to make sure everyone will be able to easily register their product with quality checks, they even opened online national drug licensing system, which means It is one single window licensing. If you are following all the parameters, you don't have to go through much difficulty. You can get equal proper approval across the states. So this will improve transparency because all the data you have to publish online, how you have prepared. Otherwise, you will not get that check certificate itself. Government has did all this. Government has did proper ways. There is no issues in the government lacked something. Issue came is in all the three things that we spoke, no one single state has 100% compliance to these rules. And even this ONDLS is only taken by 18 states. Only 18 states in India are even using this. The remaining states, not even a single state has been following everything that the government has told. In many times the government has even highlighted, especially after this, many people who were deregistered, that they have not been properly following quality, they have been supplying your syrups in the downward loophole way. You have banned my license. How about I create a license in my brother's name and again sell those? You can cancel only my license. Then if you have to again cancel my brother's license, you have to again find out new ways to come across, put cases on me. Like this one person is doing, means Pura India is called manufacturing hub for your pharma. How many people will they also keep on going and doing the quality checks? So they are misusing the loopholes. Understanding? So as of now, only 18 states have adopted ONDLS. 0 states are fully compliant with CAPA. Not a single state has did anything that the government has told this is how you are supposed to do. And of all, let's say as of now, we are having 5,308 pharma units, means only 3,000 of them are meeting the basic norms. So in this case, where 21 odd children died, what is the condition? If they see, the reports have been, first and foremost, the manufacturer reportedly who was blacklisted, he was supplying the syrup through loopholes. Second thing is, whatever the toxic batch he gave, that batch was not inspected. Third thing is, as soon as they found out, or very later wise also, if they found out a particular batch is toxic, remaining whatever came in that batch also possibility is there that they can also be toxic, that should be recalled, and that did not happen. So right now there might be faulty products which might be circulating in our society. So what are the issues that led further? See, the parents not knowing where to show their anger, first thing is, they told their pediatrician, Dr. Praveen Soni, he was the one who prescribed the medicine. He was arrested. When he was, because the parents didn't know what to do, he told me I gave that syrup to my child and see what this happened. Now police did what? They arrested this person. As soon as they arrested this person, all the doctors came together and they started fighting. How can you arrest this doctor? He was not the one who made it. You go arrest the manufacturer. So each one of them started shifting the blame to the others. The aspect now triggered a debate as to, should liability, means let's say the issue here, should it be on the person who prescribed the medicine or manufactured the medicine? For the parents, when you take this debate, it doesn't matter, because they've already lost the child. We don't care it is this fellow's fault or this fellow's fault, but because of your neglect, now this issue has happened. Who is going to take accountability? The answer is no one. Government is telling we did all we did. Prescriber is telling I just prescribed what I am supposed to prescribe. Manufacturer is telling no, only one batch got contaminated. We don't know how did that happen itself. So in this case, the doctors are demanding you take action against manufacturer and not the person who has prescribed, and you set clear legal guidelines so as to that will not come and hurt us. Now possible question on this is, Schedule M of the drugs and cosmetic rules deals with good manufacturing practices for pharmaceutical companies. Yes or no? Okay, correct. Corrective and Preventive Action, CAPA, under Schedule M aims to investigate and address manufacturing defects. Yes, okay. The online national drug licensing system enforces uniform digital drug licensing across all Indian states, and currently all states are fully compliant. Why? All states, no, this is the uniform digital drug licensing across all Indian states, that is the intent. But all states are not compliant, only 18 states are compliant. Diethylene glycol contamination in medicines have been a recurring cause of child deaths in India and other countries. Yes or no? Yes, because the same chemical was mixed in the cold syrup of your Uzbekistan and also Gambia. So, children have been lost because of the errors. Next topic is Manipur data masks scale of crimes against women. Done? See, first and foremost here, NCRB, National Crime Reporting Bureau, has told that there is a 30% of decline in crimes against women in Manipur. So this is supposed to be a good thing, no? Wherever crimes are reducing means it's a good thing. But this is where the issue came in. They said NCRB 2023 data report itself is wrong. Now who told that? Means people in Manipur, eyewitnesses, the number of FIRs filed, and also your judiciary. By judiciary, Supreme Court itself told that. Why did they tell that? That is the issue why we are discussing this topic. First and foremost, the ground reports, if you see, as to Manipur was undergoing violence because of ethnic conflicts. Okay. And in reality, if you saw, there was huge atrocities committed on those women. Supreme Court itself saw that and told that there is systemic and unprecedented amount of sexual violence that is happening on that particular place. And many a times your Supreme Court itself gave lot of cases where it created a lot of SIT probes. It even called CBI to take many cases. When judiciary was trying to do this, where official government data is coming out and telling actually cases have reduced. This is what triggered them to come out and tell that no, there has been unprecedented number of sexual violence, you are under-reporting the data. If 1000 cases have happened, you are telling only 30 cases happened. Understanding? The question comes as to why did they tell that? To see that, first we will see a background of what happened in your Manipur ethnic conflicts. See, Manipur is your northeastern states, which is dominated by two sections of people, tribes. One is the Métis and another is the Kukizos. The conflict started is because the Métis demanded, or they were to get ST status. ST meaning scheduled tribe status. Your Kukizos told that no, those people are already, they are better than us. If you give them ST status, whatever is remaining, that also they will only take off. So conflict over this ST status led to the fight between the Métis and Kukizos. Understanding what started like this went on for a full-fledged struggle. From 2023 it started. As of now, Manipur is in president's rule. In this, more than 200 deaths have happened and 70,000 plus people have been displaced. People in their own state are living in camps. Okay. If you see, there is completely in an extent, just look at this data itself of NCRB, just so that whether they are lying or not, we can find out in this. This is 2002 data, this is 2022 data, 2023 data. It has told arson means burning of houses. In 2022, only 27 cases were registered. 2023, 6,203 cases were registered. And understand, as soon as it happens, not everyone will go run and file FIR. This itself is very less numbers. Reality will be much higher. So there is a significantly 22,800 percentage of increase in cases. Yes or no? Next is rioting. Purposefully a group will go take all the aspects from certain people and come back. 2022 पे 84 cases were lodged. 23 पे 5,421 cases were lodged. Same aspect पे. For murder, what was 47 cases, it was 151 cases. For robbery, what was 73 cases, it became 30 cases. For theft, what was 1,286 increased to 2,394. Then comes your crimes against women. Only for the, see, everything has almost increased many folds. Then obvious common logic is this also would be increased only. But government said, no, the data here is not there. In fact, it has reduced by 30%. Does it seem believable in the comparison? This is what your common people and eyewitnesses are telling, that this is not how it happened. Understanding? And another thing, if you see, many reasons as to why did they underreport this data. First and foremost, the police itself are divided on the ethnic lines. Understanding? So, many a times there have been allegations that they are not taking our FIRs. Second thing is, for people to claim that something has happened, they are already in your camps, displaced camps. There they are not having any access to police station to go and tell this violence happened. Third thing is, we live in a society where if any woman comes out and speaks against any sexual violence done on her, there is a large taboo. Okay, victim shaming happens, the culture isolates them. So because of your social stigma, fear, they don't even report the cases. And in many cases, they have not come out and reported is because the fear of retaliation. What if I raise a case, what will they do to me or my family in return? Now they have to live with that issue for entirety of their lives. They have to carry that burden out of no mistake of theirs. Why a Supreme Court is making an issue out of this means because these people need help, they need rehabilitation. If we don't provide that, their pura lives they have to just carry with the burden, while the perpetrators are walking free and committing those atrocities against someone else. And most times these crimes against women are masked. Most times they will enter in the name of rioting. In there they will end up doing all atrocities against women. So at that point of time, they will not put it under crime against women, but rather they will put it under rioting. Understanding? So the intent itself gets changed here. Because of this, your judiciary has told that this has to stop, but they are not able to. Government data it is coming. You can't tell the government data itself that you bring again changes. One simple thing your Supreme Court is telling for the future is, include NCW, National Commission for Women, and National Human Rights Commission also while you are going to make this data in the future. But whatever judiciary has told this, it is only recommendatory. They may or they may not do that. This issue is not only new for Manipur. Whenever, wherever violence has happened on people, all the time these kind of things always is shown. Why government is wanting to do this, purposefully downplay the crimes? Because it wants to portray that the situation is handled. Everything is clear. Otherwise, the government will get blamed. Yes or no? So, for each one not wanting to bear the accountability, they're shifting it on different sections. Next topic, are women deciding assembly elections in India? First and foremost, why are we talking about this means your 2025 Bihar elections. In 2000, usually in your election, whenever elections will come in, people will keep on giving freebies. Yes or no? I'll give you free electricity, I'll give you free water, I'll give you 2000 rupees just so that you have to be receiving for women. Usually this freebies or this concept of giving schemes or incentives has been normal. But 2025, if you see in Bihar, every single political party which was trying to give out something were all targeting women-focused schemes only. Mainly something that involved cash. When we come into power, per house, per woman, we will give 2000 rupees. Opposition will tell, we will give 3000 rupees. The other party is telling, we will give 3000 rupees plus we will give you cookers, stoves. Understanding? So something that was only women focused they were giving. Aggressively they were doing, all political parties. The question came was, this was not the case usually. Why suddenly? And this is not only Bihar, any other states if you try to see, especially or Tamil Nadu, West Bengal also, they are doing the same things. Why became the question? That is why we are discussing this topic. Female turnout has become higher than male, especially in areas such as your Bihar, Odisha, Bengal regions, which means more women are coming out and voting compared to the men. Second thing is, one common strategy. Always in a patriarchal society, women are told what to do. But in this place, now if you vote, you can't see. If you are going in the voting booth and voting, can anyone come and see who you have voted for? Women are not voting according to what their husbands or their fathers are telling. So which means they are deciding independently. But on what if they are deciding means on how much a particular party has given them, or on how much, not giving before the elections, that is illegal, how much a particular party will give to me if they come to power. Or if many states have told, if I come to power, I will give free gas stoves, I will give free electricity. So based on this, how it will be easier for me to run my family, they are thinking on that and voting. Understanding? So because of that, and the voter turnout for females is higher, all the parties are targeting at higher votes. Understanding? Now this is both a good and a bad thing. We will see why. See, many schemes such as your Ladli Behen Yojana, Urimai Togai, Lakshmi Bandar, all these schemes pay where they are giving more of direct cash itself. In all these, they are trying to see women as voters, vote bank. The more these people will come out and vote, the more votes I will get. So they have understood that women are much in number and coming out to vote, so I have to target them. Clear? Second thing is, the direct benefit transfer, whatever they were giving to these women, the women were still not voting just on that. If the government gave 2000 rupees, okay, a woman received 2000 rupees, but once she comes into the house, who is taking control of that money? The patriarch of that house. So the women started thinking of a party which was giving aftermath benefits, such as if I come into power, I will make sure that I will provide free electricity, free gas connections. So which means on this she was deciding and voting. So they decided, apart from just giving her money, we should give welfare schemes for her. That she will keep in mind and vote. That has been the strategy, how your parties are making sure that we have to bring women empowerment. But in reality, they are not trying to empower the women. They are just trying to make sure, what if I give, she will vote for me. So true empowerment is not happening. It is more of like give and take. What if I give, she will vote. So scope for your true empowerment is not happening. And second thing is, women ka role in the politics is seen as merely voters, but not leaders or decision makers. Understanding? They just want them to bring them or their party into power. Nowhere they are considering that we have to make these women contest. More women should come out and contest elections. That will in turn lead to more empowerment. Understanding? this exclusive change of heart in the politics for women centric is not about for empowerment of women, but just to make sure the vote bank is more strong and secure. And if you see more of the issues with respect to women KIS, most times the women's names are missing from the voter list. Why is it missing? Once they marry, they have to go to the in-laws place. So migration happens. In our country, according to the data, again you are according to National Health Family Survey, most in migration means migrating within India only, is because of women, and women migrating because of marriage. Name changes. After marriage, people, at least the women is supposed to take up the husband's name. After that, then huge documentation process has to happen. I've changed my name. That doesn't happen. Their names are changed. They are not in that place anymore. They don't have supporting ID documents. So this all leads to their exclusion of names in the voter list itself. So many times they are not even given the basic thing about even right to vote itself is taken away for them because of all those factors. Now, listen to these questions. Tell me which are right. In several recent state elections, women's voter turnout has surpassed that of men. Yes or no? Okay. Political parties increasingly use targeted welfare schemes such as Ladli Behan Yojana and Lakshmi Bhandar to mobilize women voters. Okay, correct. Increased female voter turnout has automatically led to proportional increase in women representation in state legislature. This has not happened, and that too, if you plan only, it doesn't happen. Where will it automatically happen? The framing of women as labaratis, that is beneficiaries, often reinforces dependency rather than political agency. See, when you are going to call them as women beneficiary, this is for women, it is almost portraying that they can't take care of themselves. We should always take care of them. There is no independence for them. They are always dependent either on their husbands or fathers or the government. Yes, government is giving them 2000 rupees. Why? Because they can't make money on their own. Or their husbands won't allow, or their fathers won't allow, or basically it is just showcasing how the society is in a very glamorous way. Okay, so these kind of beneficiaries, women targeted beneficiary itself is an indication that they are considering women as still dependent only. They are not trying to see them as independent. Okay, so this is correct. This is wrong. So correct answer is 1, 2 and 4. Okay. With this we complete today's topic. Thank you, class.